the Wraith King, they picked that up last time and it worked so well for them, just making those early kills happen on that top lane on Funnick, and then on the mid lane on Dendi as well. And you know, Dendi's going to be on Tinker this time. It's not a Venomancer, and it's even more important to be able to shut him down at, you know, early points in the game. So having a hero that is able to do that is going to be key, and I think that's why we see the Wraith King picked up. But there's also really nice combos as well with the Shadow Demon and the Skywrath Mage as a support duo, if that's what they decide to run instead, because they can of course use Soul Catcher and the Ancient Seal, and then you're just talking about like huge amounts of amplified damage. It's just absolutely insane, and you can burst anyone down at the early game with just those two skills. And when you've got a disruption spell to, you know, set everything up, then it's going to be really strong. And
support Mirana.
So support Mirana, and that means it is, by the looks of it, going to be a Faceless Void being played in the safe lane by a Vost, and it's going to be a Funnick Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, and if I'm looking at those lanes, I mean, I was questioning the aggro try coming up from Na'Vi in the last game. Now this time around, I would say it's the same deal.
Sure.
Isn't it? Against the Skywrath and SD and Wraith King, God, someone's gonna die, and I don't think it's gonna be the SD. You know, Disruption, pretty good spell. Skywrath also, you know, quite some damage, and then the Wraith King. I don't like the laning so far from Na'Vi too much if they get aggro tried. However, if this aggro try doesn't work out, MYM can just like pack their bags and get out of the game, because as soon as Na'Vi pick up any sort of stride in the mid game, as soon as Tinker gets up a blink and maybe another item afterwards, I'm not even sure if he really needs too much more afterwards to control those fights. Because so far, MYM, they can scout with the Shadow Demon, they can scout with the Skywrath Mage concussive shot, but nothing else, and they are all in on winning their lanes. Wakey, this is risky as hell. Okay. Well, at least it's gonna be mid Skywrath Mage against Dendi's Tinker. Ooh, still a risky pickup.
I think that's, I kind of thought that's what they were going to do, because the Wraith King worked so well for them last time. They really do need something to be able to shut down some of these lanes from Na'Vi, especially that Tinker on the mid lane. So therefore, having the Wraith King as a rotating support like we saw last game is going to be kind of crucial. Whether they can make that work with the Shadow Demon combo this time around, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, they don't have that extra disable. They have more of a setup stun, a sort of setup skill with disruption, but they are missing a shackle or something like that. But then maybe with the burst damage coming out from something like a mid Skywrath Mage, then, you know, they should be able to bring down Dendi if they time it perfectly. And okay.
Oh, looks like it works, right? So let's introduce some plays on the side of MYM. And now on the die. Let's see how this goes. Arise once again, insane game. And the last one, can he deliver again? He's on the Tight Hunter and is going to be fishing for some Ravages there. MYM also sporting up with Baby Knight on his Skywrath Mage, who's usually handling the mid position. Arise on the Support Shadow Demon. Quicks, the stand-up himself, once again on the Viper. Let's see if he's actually got a better game there. Blan on the Wraith King. And this leaves us Wakey for Na'Vi.
So on the side of Na'Vi, currently sitting in base, we've actually got Havost, who's going to be playing on that Nature's Prophet, so that's not something we see all the time. It's going to be Dendi on the Tinker mid, as we'd obviously expect. FNG on his signature Vengeful Spirit support. Vanscore on that Mirana, and then that leaves Funnick up here on the Faceless Void in the off lane. And it isn't going to be aggro coming out from MYM by the looks of it. It looks like they're actually rotating 3 heroes to this top lane.
Interesting.
I mean, they have just scouted in Na'Vi's jungle, so maybe they were looking to see where that tri-lane was, and they just want to match their tri-lane up against it. And look at the rotations now. FNG and Vanscore instantly rotate down.
All right. Yeah, makes sense. This is well done so far. Na'Vi's game plan is absolutely working out so far. You need to have, well, not really the Void to get it much, but you just want to dodge challenge so far and secure like 2 lanes, because the support combination of the Vengeful Spirit, and then you also have your Mirana stun. It's long range. It's so nasty to play up against. If you don't see the Mirana on the map, you always have to play very defensively. And yeah, Baby Knight is already getting like zoned out just because the Vengeful Spirit is making her way over there. And oh, Vanscore also just fishing there, and there is a ward. And look at this ward vision. Wow, they are committing. Like, there's one ward there, there's one ward there, so they know exactly what can't happen. Oh, there's your arrow. Oh, it actually hits on the Baby Knight. What an error from Vanscore. And this could be a first blood. Let's see it. Where's your damage coming from? Baby Knight is still on the run. He's a Skywrath Mage after all. Never mind. Not enough. Dendi He just slams it home with a laser there. And this is a great start for an RV. Oh boy, and they're not done yet. Wakey, they want to find some more blood. There is disruption. MYM, though, they can try to turn this around. This done a bit off the mark. Now FNG trying to run away. He can't find anything so far, and it's a counter kill. So those support rotations are working out nicely, and so far the mid lane is just a pure slugfest, with Dandy actually getting a lot of CS in between.
Yeah, it really was. And him picking up first kill at the first blood as well is absolutely crucial for his timing on everything. And I'm surprised Baby Knight was caught by that. I mean, did they have vision here? Was this little like cranny that Vanscore was hiding in, did they have vision of that, or did the trees block his vision there? Because he should have, I feel like he should have seen the arrow coming out there.
I think it was, yeah, I think it was just like tucked away there in the corner. So, well, that was well done. And it's always so hard to actually do this. And now FNG once again. Ooh, Baby Knight knows he's pinging this one out, and looks like they're gonna be okay. So how are the other lanes going? Because top lane, Phonix should be getting absolutely crushed by this Quicks Void, and he might be actually forced to leap away there just a bit. Ooh, Quicks is going in deep. No, he's not taken down.
That was so close. He calculated it, he knows. He knows what he was going to be. He was going to be on 9 HP. Oh, mid lane, FNG and the setup stun, and then the Mirana arrow comes in, and this is going to be another kill. It actually goes the way of the Mirana this time, so Denny doesn't pick that one up. But another kill on the Skywrath mage mid. And I mean, whatever happened to lane supports? These supports just rotating around all over the place. Bland now on the run with Rise, and another arrow is actually going to hit on Rise, and they've got everything, the missile as well. Can they get him though uphill? The miss uphill actually doing a lot of work there. And now FNG, the turnaround is real. Disruption's actually going to come out as well. Baby Knight's come in for this as well, and this is going to be a kill onto Vanscore. The block on the cliff. Bland finding it perfectly, and now FNG could be in trouble. He's on the run as well. Dendy comes in to try and deal some decent damage out onto Baby Knight. Can he find a return kill himself? It doesn't look like he can. And meanwhile up the river, it's Avost actually chasing out Bland. Using the trees, trying to get the little bit of vision that he needs. Tinker did actually pick off the Skywrath, so Dendy gets another kill in that mid lane. And Avost, he's just going to back off after a Rise comes in on Tidehunter. But, I mean, what a game. What a start to this game.
Yeah, we have 7 kills in just below 3.5 minutes, so we're looking at like 2 kills a minute. So the next one is going to be in 30 seconds. Stay tuned for this. We're going to be back then. No, just kidding. All right, so once again, top lane. Oh, there might be a kill happening. Time Walk is on cooldown, and Quicks is having the time of his life top lane so far. If you're playing a Viper and you know there is like no support rotating into your face, well, if you're facing against a melee, dude, you have the best time of your life. And once again, now there goes our kill. We kind of scheduled this one. Let's see if Arise can actually make it out. Where is any sort of arrow coming from? Not just yet. There we go. Disruption happening. So maybe it's not on Arise. Boys, you are just like 6 seconds late. Now we go. Vanscore. All right, I guess we're going to be fine if they actually get it. And they do. So 4 minutes and 8 kills. Well, I mean, we kind of, you know, we wanted to.
Yeah, we kind of expected it. I really like Phoenix build actually appear on this top lane. It's just giving him, it's meaning that he's able to stay in the lane, having the 2 points in backtrack and getting that extra point into Time Walk as well. And FNG's picked up a haste rune and he's looking around, but he doesn't look like they're going to make a go on Quicks at this time.
Oh, yeah, bottom lane. Now we go. Disruption Soul Catcher. Chavos taking a crap ton of damage. And this is a Nature's Prophet. This is not a Void, and he's not that tanky at all. And boom, goes Robo's face down to the ground. But he's going to be up in 10 seconds once again. So let's see. Mid lane. There is FNG waiting. And we know how much damage those kids can deal, because it's getting actually pretty crazy. Oh, now he knows. What an arrow from Vanscore. Will he leap down? Yes, of course he will. Body blocks. Body blocks. Well done by Vanscore. Gets this done. The play's coming out. And Dandy's on a killing spree. Chavos also making his way over. And, you know, he can just summon some treants like right here and try to push down this tier 1, it feels like.
I mean, Vanscore is playing very, very well on that Mirana. It's almost challenging Hani for best Mirana of the week so far. And it's that arrow and then the body blocks as well, just guaranteeing the kill. Vost comes in and now it's going to turn into a push on this tier 1 tower mid. And with laying down the march, there's not a lot that MYM can do about this. They're just going to lose this tier 1 tower. There are supports rotating in. They might see if they can find a kill on the back of this. Vanscore's a little bit out of position, has just used the leap as well. Arrow's going to come in, miss on everyone. But have they got anything to follow this up? It doesn't look like they do, and the Dendy is doing so much damage. It is going to be enough. Vanscore's going to go down. Baby Knight picking up the kill on that one. But now FNG in the backline looking for Rise. Can he find him? The Duke's away. Oh, it's just not enough. The wave of terror not being able to bring him low enough. And the poison actually coming coming out. FNG's going to go down because it's a rise here in the back. Dendy's in trouble as well. The Ravage has come out. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the fight, it looks like a Vost is chasing down Bland. Is he going to be able to get this kill? The arrow on mid lane, a rise, saving Dendy, and this is going to be a kill going the way of Vanskor. Meanwhile, Avost wasn't able to find anyone. No,
actually top
just
lane.
Just the Scar.
All I thought. Yep, and Funnick doesn't have his ultimate, but they don't really need it if they've got the stun and they've got the controls, and ouch. Yeah, well, you know. Just having someone with a global presence and some traps and some damage there. Because actually Robos hits quite a bit, and man, this is crazy. This is such a slugfest. 15 kills.
It really is. It really is. I mean, Na'Vi are doing a really good job of making sure they're everywhere on the map all the time. I mean, they're in the mid lane, they're in the top lane, they're in the bottom lane, and now there's arrows coming out on the top lane as well. Vanskor's also rotated up here, and it looks like they're going to turn this into another tower push. And I mean, MYM, they almost look a little bit perplexed. They don't really know what's going on. I mean, the supports are rotating around. I mean, there's been a lot of fighting, so they've managed to pick up some decent levels, level 5 on Blan actually. But I don't really know whether they know what they want to do, whether they want to group up, whether they want to actually just try and fight these pushes coming out from Na'Vi as another tower goes down on the top lane. And I mean, where's the trade coming from? It looks like it's going to be down here on this bottom lane. Quicks and Arise trying to do some work on this tier 1 tower.
Oh man. Yeah, the good thing is about MYM, they're actually trading. They're trying to take down this bottom tier 1, and this is something you need to do. Titan are getting the last hit. This is wonderful, because he's going to have his blink up, and this can catch Na'Vi by surprise, I guess. And this is maybe the answer to actually deal with this Tinker, because Denny's going to have his BOTs in just a bit. This guy is rocking the net worth chart. He is firmly sitting on top, and it just gets worse the more he gets, item-wise. I mean, seriously, Tinker is just getting so much more as soon as he picks up another level up in his march. It's going to be on 4, and he can actually fight. It's not perfect, but it's not bad either. And then he's going to crush face. Seriously. So now he's in, well, not quite in the base. He's still bottle crying like a champ.
Yeah, he's going to be able to take this ancient stack, and that's going to give him his boots of travel and put him well on the way to the blink dagger as well. And meanwhile, FNG, he's smoked up. He's going to try and look for a kill, see if he can find a rise here. I don't think he can get this kill without any help, but there is obviously the global TP available from Havost. But no, it doesn't look like they're going to find anyone. Arise with really nice map awareness, realizing that there's a few heroes missing off the map, and he's just going to back himself all the way up.
And goes to the Ancients.
And it's going to be a pretty good time blink dagger as well, you have to say, for an offlane Titan there.
Oh yeah, definitely. If you pick up a 10-minute blink arcanes, man, this is wonderful. And also Rise, he can happily take down those ancients, sticking them once, and oh yeah, he's got the Thunder Hide, so this should be his blink. If something very weird happens, might not, but in general, yeah, definitely. And he's not going to be taking too much damage. He can even use the Self right afterwards if he doesn't want to go back to the base. Well, I guess he needs some mana, but in general, he's going to be with his team in just 1 more minute. And what we didn't see too much so far is some sort of mechs. If I'm looking at the Na'Vi lineup, I guess it's going to be, yeah, indeed, Mirana's picking up a mech there. But, it's going to be just a bit later than the Viper, because Viper should be closing in on his mech very soon. Already 1k gold in the pocket. Needs, of course, a bit more. And let's see, the arrow, nope, not quite. And this is, what the hell is wrong with those pay-to-lose arrows, Wakey? I could get mad about this stuff.
It really is. It was on Reddit as soon as the cosmetic came out, but it really is. It looks just huge. It's massive. So easy to spot coming, and hey.
Oh boy. 4 man up in the mid lane. Yeah, you just 5 man. As soon as you have your blink up on the tide, you go 5 man. And oh, what a timing. There is a naked Midas for Funnick. As such, he won't be able to fight too much. It's okay, it still gives you a bit of attack speed, but in general, you really want to have your Master Madness. This could have been a Master Madness. This could have been the beginning of Treads and a Morbid Mask and just farm up. But I guess they just contend with getting lots and lots of space. Oh, wait a second. Funnick is getting caught out, so he needs to use his Chronosphere up onto Blan. And the arrow, oh no, it actually hits. Now Funnick getting absolutely demolished. Arise popping his ultimate, but it was just on Vanskor, so they're gonna be having some major difficulties in this fight, MYM. But so far, well, they're doing a good job, but Na'Vi is fighting with 1 hero in the top lane, and this is Rovos split pushing his hard out there, channeling his inner red, and this tower is getting dangerously low. There's still a catapult there, so now he has to be careful to not do too much damage or like, you know, get this tier 2 in deny range. But even if you get the deny, we are just 10 minutes and we are 11 minutes in, and if you take away this map control from an MYM, the whole jungle is going to be so vulnerable, and this ward already prepping to just do some massive invasions up in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, Dendi, he's getting some really nice farm as well. Just laying down the march just is so good at stopping pushes. And meanwhile, yeah, you've got Havo split pushing on the top lane. That tower was denied in the end by Blan. And look at the ward vision. The ward vision, I have to say, MYM's ward vision is actually really, really nice. They had one dewarded here, which they placed when they were pressuring this tower. But this one's really nice here. In fact, I think they've had that one dewarded as well, unfortunately. And they actually put down a counter ward to see if they could find it, but no longer there. And
the vision isn't that bad, and ooh, wow, it's another board being just trashed there by Ryze. So yeah, you know, Ryze being the guy here is just casual dewarding literally anything. This ward is really hard to deward though in the MYM jungle though. It really is. Like usually you're gonna ward up either like in the jungle entrance, like right here, which is exactly what happened, or like on the cliff. And then there's like 2 ward spots which are very hard to deal with. This is this one here right there, which gives you a lot of vision, and of course the one we are seeing right there. So I like it. I like to see some fancy wards, just to be sure that you get the full 7-minute duration of map control in your enemy's jungle. Oh, it's another attempt on the arrow, never mind. And yeah, I don't know. I like fancy wards. Something I miss back from Heroes of New Earth, actually. But you know, it's minor. It really is minor. I don't miss much. Oh yeah. All right. Hate incoming, boys.
Just lining yourself up. There's going to be a smoke, actually, so we've got something to talk about. It's going to be a smoke by MYM on this bottom lane. Baby Knight, Arise, and Rise as well, all going for this one. And they're not going to find anyone, are they? Funnick, oh, he's going to get silenced up, so there's no time coming from him. And look at the damage. He gets blown up completely. Dendi's actually TP'd in, and he's going to blink out instantly after throwing out a pretty mediocre rockets. And look at FNG just standing here, throwing out a stun actually onto Baby Knight. And is there another TP? Is there more coming in? There is rockets, but it isn't going to be enough. They aren't going to have enough damage.
Dendi wants it. Dendi wants blood. Dude, Dendi has 540 GPM. We are 13 minutes in. This has to be one of the best early game performances I've ever seen on a Tinker. He's got 86 CS, 3 kills, 3 assists. It's not like he wasn't being active at all around the map. He's gonna have a Dagon like literally in 2 minutes if he doesn't like slow down. Man, this is getting very interesting here for MYM. And you know what? This Gyroth mage is gonna be one shot. Then we have a Shadow Demon, also one shot. Those 2 guys can't really do too much, and those are your damage amplifiers. You need to have those guys to take down the Void. You need just to kill anyone. Oh boy. MYM, they need to do something. Maybe you just have your like backup plan on the rise, just get those insane 5-man ravages, I guess. Alright, they find one. Oh, and FNG, boy oh boy, did he get blown up there. So yeah, we saw the damage amplification just in action there. Nicely done. But Baby Knight still needs to find his level 2 ultimate. Badly.
Yeah, they really do, and they need to be able to deal with this Tinker as well. It's going to be a really big issue because they don't have a hero like a Storm Spirit or an Ember Spirit or anything like that that's going to be able to, you know, scout the Tinker out and find him in those little places where he's hiding. And I mean, they've got a Blink Dagger on a Rise, but you don't really want to commit your Tidehunter to be blinking into trees looking for a Tinker. You know, because at that point, if the fight breaks out and you don't have, you know, Blink Ravage, then you're in a really tricky spot. And I'm always wondering whether it's, you know, it's going to be so important for this Wraith King to actually pick up the Blink Dagger, and he's pretty close to it as well, sitting on 1900 gold, because that is a hero you can commit into, just hunting down the Tinker every time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you want to hunt a Tinker, man, Tinker's life's going to be hard. But the thing is, as it stands in the state of the Tinker, if you rearm and buzzer your Blink Dagger like there's no tomorrow, you're gonna have your Blink ready to go. Because if you rearm your Blink Dagger, it is not even a bug anymore. It is actually intended, because we just got a parity patch on Dota 1 to this. Well, not just, but we had one. So now in Dota 1, it's the same interaction actually. Even though your Blink might be still on cooldown because of the damage, you just rearm it, and it actually comes up. So this is pretty sick, and here we go. It's a Dagon, 50 minutes in. BOT's Blink Dagon Soul Ring. This guy is farmed beyond imagination. And 534 GPM still holding up there. No 540. And this is your kills happening very soon. So, well, sounded big play siren. I think Dandy's going to be on a killing spree in just a few seconds.
Yeah, I really think this is going to be really scary now for MYM. They have to be so careful, and even things just like going up to defend towers is going to be really difficult for them when you've got so much damage coming out from one hero, just one source of damage. It's just going to be so scary especially for these heroes like the Shadow Demon and the Skywrath. I mean, you got to remember this is a Skywrath core as well that is going to be able to be blown up instantly by Dendy. So with one of your cores down before the fight even breaks out, it's not really worth thinking about. It's just going to be so horrible, and they're going to have to play absolutely perfectly now, and their ward locations are going to have to be really smart. They need to get vision of Na'Vi, know exactly where they're planning, what they're planning to do, and just get inside the heads of these players, because they need to be one step ahead to be able to win these fights and win this game. And top lane, Havost, Dendy. It looks like Blam might be in a little bit of trouble.
Oh god, this hurts.
He actually didn't go for the Blink Dagger in the end. It looks like he's going to go for a BKB.
No, this should be a Maelstrom.
He's going straight for a Maelstrom. Okay.
Yeah, this is like your, how do I put it, like transition build. You start off as a support and then you shift your farm priorities into the Wraith King heavily, just like EG likes to do this, and then you're gonna have like a fourth core, and Vance's getting caught out. Will we see it? Oh yeah. Well, this is a really nice swap, but you know what? BabyKnight was waiting with his stun there, with his stun. What am I talking about? With his ultimate, and now he's still gonna have it for FNG if he really wants to use it. And let's see the chrono, and they still get the kills, but then he is making his way over, and also the red himself for Vost is here, and yeah, there goes your Mac. But really, what can they do? They can't save him. Nice 3-man Ravage, and Vost could be taking a fall there. Let's see the damage coming out. He tries to TP away. One more right click is all they need. Rice on a mega kill streak. How the hell did this happen? And guess it's making his way over. It is gonna be Blan, but everyone else just running away, and there is a Master Mana up for Phonic, so even though he should be getting stopped by those fellas there, those small buggers, but it's fine. And he's just casually farming up the jungle, of course, because there's like only 2 heroes in his face, you know.
Yeah, of course. An arrow, just off the mark, and Rice, he's now going to realise that that's a warning shot fired. He's going to back himself up. But yeah, it was actually really nice by MYM in the end. Even though they got 2 heroes chronoed, the Ravage coming in sort of put a stop to the fight. And I didn't actually see, did the Viper make it out of that one? Did Quicks make it out, or did he go down in the end? He got very low in the chrono. But
he died.
He did die, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they weren't able to save him, okay.
If you have someone in your chrono, it's gonna die. Period. Laser beam's too strong. There's like no way you can actually make it out. Yeah, and well, we see another push happening, but you know what? MYM try to defend this, man. This is getting really tense. And they go in, Arise. Wait a second, he doesn't have the Ravage. Guess what? He doesn't care. FNG is getting caught out now. He's on the right-hand side, and his team kind of abandons him, and they blow the Skywrath ultimate for this. Blan still has an ultimate, but he can't use it. He's still alive for some HP, 22. I guess 21 too much. Arrow, oh no, it actually hits onto Quicks. 4-star, Disruption, everything they want. And now Phonic, he just unwinds the ultimate. Well done from him, and 1 dead, 2 dead. Dandy on the left-hand side, Blink Dagger in, and just, you know, just casually killing stuff, of course, in the chrono. Vansko, he actually popped his ultimate. Another arrow, Arise, just dodging this one. And by dodging, I mean he's just walking a bit to the right-hand side. He's dead. And it's another tower going the way of Na'Vi. They're still lacking 2 kills in, well, in comparison to MYM, but if I'm looking at the map, man, this is getting really scary. Really soon.
It really is, because like if you're MYM, how hard was it to defend that tower? I mean, you weren't able to do it, and you lost 2 heroes in the process. I mean, every time Chrono's off cooldown, it's a guaranteed kill, or 2 kills if they manage to catch 2 out of it with the Tinker TPing in, and it's just such a scary combo to have to deal with. And when you've got a Vost as well, who can actually just be completely elsewhere on the map, farming away or pushing lanes, he's just making sure the lanes are all pushed at every single occasion, so when Na'Vi do take those advantages, they can turn it into a tower push, which is something that they need to do. Apart from the Nature's Prophet, they don't have too much in the way of tower push. But I mean, if they keep all the lanes pushed in like they're doing at the moment, obviously they have a Tinker, obviously they have a Nature's Prophet, then every single engagement there's going to be a building falling, and Ravage is back up. Vanscore's going to be in trouble. Yeah, they're just going to pop in.
He dies. It's still nice to see how tanky he is with the mech.
Shadow Demon might be in trouble, actually. Right, he's actually going on the aggressive on FNG. Can they find the kill here? Rise, he's going to TP himself up, and he's going to blink himself up, and they're going to be able to pick off the kill. Shadow Demon getting the last hit on that one, and Phoenix the one that actually makes himself out.
That's very questionable stuff. So both supports taking a fall there, but you know, the good thing about playing a support is you're not going to be on the sidelines for a long time. They're still level 8, both of those guys, because that's the issue I have with the Tinker and the Nature's Prophet. If you pick up both of these guys, they're sucking the whole map dry of experience, of farm. So of course Dandy is like gonna be just carrying big time in this game, but so far if he gets caught out once or twice, suddenly Na'Vi can be in a lot of trouble, and Rise is playing a very aggressive game.
Yeah, but look what he's doing. He's just putting wards in all of the camps. This is just going to completely shut down the actual farm coming out from the Tinker when he goes into the jungle to try and find those kills. And I mean, look how aggressive he's playing. Vanscore actually doesn't even... Oh no, Rise might go down now. He's going to pay for it. Look at, he's warding everywhere on the map, but here comes the fight. The Chrono is actually going to go from Funnick, and this is going to be Rise getting brought down right at the start of the fight. And in fact, it looks like they're just going to settle on that one, but in comes Dendy. Dendy's actually got the E-Blade up and running already. And what a timing on that one, 21 minutes in, and Rise is going to jump in. He actually can't find a kill just yet. Funnick's going to be able to make it out, backtracking some of the damage there. And Blan, he's pretty low. He's going to go down, but has got the reincarnation. Funnick needs to get the hell out of here. Pops the Mask of Madness for their extra movement speed. Vanscore, has he got a leap? He hasn't got a leap, but it doesn't look like they're going to follow up on this one. Blan's diving very deep into the Radiant jungle, but he isn't going to find anyone. FNG, meanwhile, can't get the stun in time or the swap.
Look at top lane, though.
It's going to TP out. And top lane, look at the Vost. He's just pushing the lane in. Takes the tier 3 tower. Look at the damage being done on the ranged racks as well. And this is the problem you've got with this Na'Vi lineup. It's going to be so difficult to deal with just every single time you try and take an engagement. And I mean, I really look at the warding. Look at these sentry walls being placed down by Rise. I mean, he did do it. He did pay for it with his life, but this is going to be a lot of farm being... Oh, but then the gem pickup by FNG is just going to be able to negate all of that.
That's really...
Like some decent
so
gold
hard
for him as well.
Oh my god. No, you don't get gold from sentries.
Not from sentries? Okay.
No.
Such a noob.
Damn, Wakey, please. Brush up on your knowledge, scrub.
Scrub.
Yeah, well, Casual Ironwood branch, by the way, shared into FNG's inventory, just, you know, those little things. Oh no, Rise! He actually eats the arrow, and I'll see the chain bashes. Never mind, no chain bashes. Alright, I guess MYM is actually surviving this for just a few more minutes. So 13 for 60 now. It's still, MYM is leading. But it's risky, it really is. Like one lost team fight, and this potential tower push with an Necrobook 3. It's so much damage being dealt by Chobos, constantly just pressuring top lane, and there's no tier 3 left, so whenever they try to bait out something, and they occupy too many people in the mid lane, in the bottom lane, either it's gonna be like Roche, because you do it like in the MYM jungle or in the top lane, or you just get some sort of Rex damage being done, and there's BKB by Chobos, and they do see the courier, but Chobos should be dying there. I don't think there's like any way he makes it out of this one. 3 people coming in, and also Rise is trying to do something there in the backlines. I have no clue what this is all about, and Chobos just casually pops his BKB, and I was completely wrong, because this guy just delivers and picks up a kill while being ganked.
He really does.
He
just turned around and manned up. Oh, Moonlight Shadow as well. And there's a Chrono. Funnick's going to jump in here. How many can he catch? Can he catch a few? This could be a game changer. Oh, really nice swap actually by FNG. Quick's now on the outside of the base. He's in a little bit of trouble. They do reveal the Moonlight Shadow with that one though. And MYM, they can't... Look how scared they're playing. They're just like hovering around the fountain. They can't even come close to try and fight this. And here goes the Chrono. Catches on 2 heroes. And instantly, Baby Knight's going to get blown up. Arrow? Ooh, not going to hit. You've got the
arrow just bit off the mark. Oh, Rise unwinds the ultimate, but only catches one. You know, Wakey, but still, there is Funnick with an activated Mask of Madness, so he takes a lot of damage. Tries to TP out, and so much damage. The Anchor Smash, it's not enough at all. FNG is now on the run as well, but Na'Vi... Oh, Dandy's coming in. Dandy's coming in hard. Let's see it. Laser beams. Pew Pew picks up one. And now Blinks and the E-Blade as well. So they tried to take down the Rise. Doesn't work. And a well-timed lead there. And meanwhile, bottom lane, it is the Red himself once again. So, oh boy, is Chobos just delivering big time. In 10 seconds, he's going to have some Necro minions. Will he stay around for this? I think he has to pay like right now. What? Okay.
Oh, okay. He has BKB. He's fine. And in comes Dendy, actually. Oh, no. Dendy cancels the TP. I think that's a very good decision. Yep. Once you go rat, you never go back.
Oh, man. This is wonderful. I love this. Yeah, Chobos is just having the time of his life, I guess. And also Dendy just, you know... It's one of the most fun things you can do. If you've got the skills to play Stink and you're like just one-shotting people, man, this is so much fun.
It's so good. So good. And it's just a fun game to be a Tinker in this one because there's some squishy heroes to be able to pick up in the Skywrath and the Shadow Demon that you really can just one-shot down, and Dendy is so farmed. I mean, what's he sitting on GPM now?
Oh, you know, casual 650.
Yeah, pretty standard, and 17,000 net worth. It's just crazy.
Yeah, he got like several records broken by 10 minutes. I don't know, like highest net worth by 10 minutes ever in since 6.8 because you couldn't check this beforehand and that stuff. Well, according to Nahas, at least, he's like spamming every second in chat. Dude, Danny just broke record X. Danny just broke record Y. And oh, nice arrow bats. God, that was what man, he showed that creep. He showed it.
I started looking in the Roche pit to see when it was going to land, and it just didn't come. And score. Doesn't even matter. He's going to pop the Moonlight Shadow, and Avost, he's actually going to TP and just start hitting these racks on this bottom lane. Pops the Necro as well. He's fighting against backdoor protection on this range rack, so I don't know if he can actually take it down, because in comes the rest of MYM, and this might be a mistake. Avost, he's just going to pop the BKB, and he's going to be able to TP out. Have they got anything? No, they don't have anything. It's too long a BKB time, and it's going to go down. And meanwhile, Void, he picks up the Aegis in the old Roche pit, and the tier 2 tower in mid lane looks like it's going to take a fall as well. Vanscore hitting away at that one.
Oh, and 16.5k net worth at 25 minutes, a second all-time to Excalibur only. You know, then he's really having a good time. All right, it's not like we didn't talk about it, but, you know, sometimes breaking records, just casually doing some mad work. And there we go. It's another level of the Dagon, of course. If you go Dagon, you never go back, at least as, well, as long as it is not level 5. And let's see this initiation by Phonic coming in hard, but he can't find the opening just yet for his 3 to 5 man chrono because, well, it's still risky. He's got the Aegis, but whoa. Hold on.
He's also got a Dagon.
Pimpus Play Award for Phonic, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh God, look at that gold graph.
I think that Na'Vi feel like they're in a very comfortable position right now.
To put it nicely.
I think that's what that is.
Well, all right. You know, however, all hope is not lost. It's gonna be hard, and it's gonna be like a 1 in a million comeback. But let's see if Na'Vi actually throws this game with a Dagon pickup on Ravost. Not Ravost. I remember one game of Na'Vi where there were like 4 Dagons, and it was still with Skeleton King carry from Ravost, and he was picking up a Dagon core. You know, as a first item right after Arcane, I think.
I remember. Do you remember Doom when he played Doom and he picked up a Dagon Refresher?
Oh yeah, but that was kind of legit.
It was kind of because he was Doom, I suppose, but he never. The Dagon wasn't legit. Come on, the Dagon wasn't that legit.
Yeah, you know, it's like. Oh, I mean, if you refresh a Dagon, that's cool, man. Double laser beams, man.
He was so rich that game that it didn't really matter. But
right, like, that's what I'm talking about. And here we go. It's another push up onto those range strikes. And, oh, Phonic wants to wait. Phonic on the prowl. He's on the hunt.
There is a sentry that's actually spotted this out, but it doesn't matter anyway. He's going to be able to catch 2. Baby Knight right on the edge of the chrono. There is going to be a disruption, which is going to protect him. He's actually going to come back and he's going to be alive, but the Dagon comes out from Phonic. It isn't quite enough to be able to bring down Baby Knight, but I tell you what is enough, the Mystic Flare. That's going to pop the Aegis, and meanwhile, on the back of the fight, FNG, he's going to go down here by the looks of it. It's actually going to be a Rise picking up the kill on that one. Dendy's very low as well. Look at Dendy juking it around. He's going to blink away. Has he got the TP?
Oh, what? He's got the kill. Yeah, the micro.
He's dead. What a micro coming out.
Well played.
Beautiful. And they lose 3 heroes for that. It's not over yet. This game is not over. The mega creeps aren't quite yet. Oh, but in comes everyone from MYM, but again, Havos just pops the BKB and TPs himself out and managed to get the tier 3 on the mid tower as well. And that's a true rap. Is only skill, no luck, no rap.
The thing about this is, I just want to rethink what we just saw.
Oh, GG.
Henrik. Yeah, GG. Oh god. No, you know, the thing is, a game is really crazy when you see Havos, the only one not throwing the game.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. I'm not sure about you, but I was having a good time in this game. Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm disappointed that's ended. I just said as well that they weren't out of it, and then they GG'd. So that was annoying.
All right.
This is proved wrong. But yeah, Dagon's all around on Na'Vi, and well,